yoga online with Denver Bouldering Club. Might get that out because that's dumb. My name's Sabrey. I'm gonna teach this online class today. Online yoga, cool stuff, COVID, staying at home. It's my home. That being said, do your thing, be happy. If you hear the cars in the background, my apologies, but that's my life. Cool. So we're gonna start seated on our mats today. That's all you need is a yoga mat. Heck, you don't need a yoga mat. Be yourself, use the floor, be happy. But we're gonna start seated. We're gonna start with some joint exercises. You might hear my dog barking in the background too. Again, apologies. So, joint exercises. We're gonna start by just pointing and flexing our feet, our ankles, warming up the body. We're going to do this for a few seconds. We're gonna move through each section of the body. Get us ready for some good yoga. So we're just point and flex. Point and flex. And now we're gonna make some circles with our ankles, going clockwise. We'll do about 10 of these. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll switch directions, counterclockwise or opposite of whatever you just did. Be you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Now we're going to take and just hug our knee into our chest. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. And you're going to extend the knee and flex, and then bend. We're going to do it 7 times. 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch legs. So we're going to hug left knee into our chest and hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. And then same thing, extend, and then bend 7 times. For those of you who haven't been to one of my yoga classes, this is how I do it. So real deal here. One more. So extend and bend. You can drop it down. Next, we're going to sit in a butterfly position. Love this one. And we're going to just flap our wings and do this for a little bit. Yeah, my yoga classes, I say a lot of random things, and it's going to be the exact same on these videos because I feel awkward. So nothing's changing. It's going to be great. Yeah. So we'll do this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll go ahead and do some hip circles. So starting in one direction, and we'll do it 5 times. If you want to match your breath with it, you'll exhale as you go down and inhale as you come up. So we've got 2 more. Exhale down, inhale on the way back up. Last one. Exhale down, inhale on the way up. And switch directions. So again, you can do the same thing. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We'll do 5, so we have 4 more. Inhale and exhale. I think we've got 1 more. I'm really bad at counting. That's the other thing you'll notice. So don't count with me because I am bad at it. Cool. Next thing that we're going to do, you're going to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position or whatever, and we're going to do some arm circles, starting with some small arm circles forward. These are the donut sized, but not like the wimpy donut holes. This is like full-size donut here. And then make it a little bit bigger, graduating to pizzas. We all love pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? And then monster truck tires forward. Makes a swoosh sound on the mat. That's fun. And reverse. So backwards, big monster truck tires back. And we're opening up our shoulders here. Bringing it down to pizzas. I've never been to a monster truck rally, but I feel like if I went, I'd want pizza and donuts. So bring it back to the donuts. And we'll keep going for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Drop them down, shake them out a little bit if you want. And lastly, we're gonna do our neck. So you're gonna bend your neck to one side, apply pressure, don't push, but just kind of let your hand rest on your head. We're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Release, opposite side. We're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. You can drop your head down. Again, a little bit of pressure with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then look up. And you can apply pressure if you'd like. I just let my head hang for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Then we'll do some neck circles slowly, going one direction and then the other. Again, if you want to match your breath, you'll exhale as you rotate down and inhale on the upswing. We'll do 2 more this direction and then switch. So. And opposite. So we're doing 5 of these. Exhaling as we go down. Inhaling as we come up. 1 more. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way back up. And then just rest here for a second. Take a minute. Let your body get back to its thing. Feel good. Cool. Next we're gonna do a core series. It's called Palamuktanasana B. Pretty much we're just gonna do 3 or 4 abs, core related things, and then get going into a more flowing practice. So we're gonna now go ahead and lay down on our mats, and we're gonna start with just doing some leg lifts. So we're gonna lift our right leg up, and then slowly lower it and hold for 3, 2, 1, back up. And then down and hold it for 3, 2, 1, and up. And then we go down, hold it for 3, 2, 1, up. 2 more of these. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and up. Last one, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Left leg, raise it up, and then slowly lower and hold, hovering for 3, 2, 1, and up. Slowly lower, hold it for 3, 2, 1, up, down, 3, 2, 1, and up, and then down, hold it for 3, 2, 1, up. Last one, going down for 3, 2, 1, and drop it. Then we're gonna do both legs. We're gonna go at different angles, 10, 30, 60, 90, then back down 60, 30, 10. So 10 degrees, we're just gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Go up to 30, hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1, 60, hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, 90. This is your rest for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1, back down to 60, for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1, 30, for 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1, 10. Hold it, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop it down. Take a second to rest here, and then we'll get going. We're gonna do some leg circles. We're gonna do 5 clockwise, then 5 counterclockwise. So when you're ready, take a breath, and then we'll inhale, legs up, and start clockwise circles, and we'll do 1, full revolution, 2, I think it's revolution, 3, all the way down, back up, 4, and 5. And then we'll switch sides. If you want to place your hands under your butt to help stabilize you, feel free. We're not about making this hard. We're about getting the most out of our practice. So, by all means, do what you gotta do for you. We're gonna do 2 more. And last one. Awesome. Go ahead and drop your legs down. Got a couple more things in this series. So you're gonna go ahead and sit up, rest when you're ready. And we're gonna start with 2 things, rowing the boat. Well, first we're gonna be in a boat, and then we're gonna row the boat. So we're gonna start off in our boat pose. If you want legs extended, knees in, whatever you're feeling today. I'm gonna try and push myself. You're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. And you drop it down. Then we're gonna take our oars, and we're gonna row our boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And get back in our boats. Hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Drop the legs down. Row the boats. 1 and 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. We still want to be in that boat. So back up, boat pose for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop down for 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Make it count. I'm telling myself, 1, 2, 3, I'm falling, 4, and 5. Drop it down and row the boat for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. You did it. You rowed your boats. Very proud. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and come up into a standing position. Maybe shake it out a little bit. We did a lot of core. I, for one, am feeling it. Because I'm the only one doing it right now. Do it at home. And now we're going to move through some other more flowing things. So, from here, go ahead and inhale. Hands up overhead. Exhale into a full forward fold. Go ahead and bend your knees here. Inhale to a half or a flat back. As you exhale, you'll plant your hands, step or jump your feet back. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, you're going to turn your left heel in, bring your right foot forward so that your heels are in line with each other, and come up into our warrior 1 position. We're going to hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Open up, opening the hips here, hands extended, warrior 2. Gaze between your fingers of your forward or right hand. We'll be here for 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to try and shift our weight onto our forward foot, come into a warrior 3 or flying warrior for 3, for 2, and 1. Dropping our left foot back down, warrior 2. Also, side note, I'm impressed I can hold that. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Back up, warrior 1. Hips turning back to the front here. Drop a little lower into your knee. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale. Hands come down. Step your foot back. Chaturanga down. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. We have 2 legs. We're going to the other side. So turn your right heel in. Bring your left foot forward. And rise up. Again, heels in line, pressure in the back of your right foot. Hands overhead, hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Opening the hips, extending arms out. Warrior 2. Holding it for 3, for 2, and 1. Shifting weight onto our forward, this time left foot. It's cool if you can't do it, I can't either. And it's our flying warrior, and we're going to do our best and hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop the leg back down. Arms extended, warrior 2. Hold it for 3, hold it for 2, and 1. Rotating the hips in, arms up. Warrior 1, sink a little lower into that front leg. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, hands come down. Step your left foot back, chaturanga down. On your exhale, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to be here for like 5 breaths. So breathe, enjoy it. Take a child's pose if you want one, if you need one. Totally cool. And enjoy. So we'll be here for 5 breaths, really trying to send our butt and our hips to the sky while sinking lower into our shoulders. It's okay if your heels are not touching the ground. Totally fine. You can even take a bend in your knees to really get that stretch in the shoulders, feeling it. On your next inhale, we're going to look forward, step or jump to the front of our mat. Inhale to a half or a flat back. Exhale, sink all the way down, full forward fold. On our inhale, rise, come all the way up. Hands overhead, exhale, hands to heart. We're going to go through another vinyasa, another flow. So on your next inhale, hands up over your head. And as you exhale, bring it all the way down to a full forward fold. Again, you can bend your knees here. Inhale to a half or a flat back. Exhale, planting your hands, stepping or jumping your feet back. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling over your toes, coming into a downward facing dog. And then we're going to lift our left leg up, 3-legged dog, keeping our hips in line. And as you exhale, bringing your knee all the way forward and coming into a pigeon pose. So in pigeon, our hips are in line with each other, not falling onto the one on this that can touch the ground. Having our leg not 90, but close-ish. And we're gonna sit here. We can either be up on our elbows, even further, whatever you're feeling, wherever you're at today. Be proud, be there. And we're gonna hold it for 10 breaths. So I think we've got like 7 more or something. 6 more. Be here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now wherever you're at, go ahead and come back up. And before we come out, we're going to shift back a little bit. Try to extend to a little bit of a back bend here. Arms by your sides to help support you, and just look back. We'll hold that for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Go ahead and plant your hands. Unwind here, coming back into a high plank. And then we'll move down. Exhale, down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling over your toes, coming into your downward facing dog. And that felt so good, we're gonna do it on the other side. Even if it didn't feel good, we're doing it on the other side. So go ahead and inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Again, keeping your hips in line here. As you exhale, bringing your knee forward and coming into a pigeon pose on the right side. Again, be careful not to sink into that lower hip, but really letting the pressure do its thing, opening it up. And be here for 10 breaths, seconds, things, 10. Be here for 8. Use your breath to really help you sink and relax into this pose wherever you're at on it. Letting your body weight open it up and sink a little deeper. Holding it for 3 more seconds, for 2, and 1. And again on this side, we're gonna do the same thing where we come up, plant our hands next to us, sink a little lower in your back, doing a light back bend, letting your neck and head drop. We'll hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, plant your hands. Go ahead and come back out of it. We're in a high plank here. And we're going to exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, rolling over our toes, coming into a downward facing dog. Walk out your dog here. Get a couple steps in. Maybe like 5 on each side, I don't know. Whatever feels good for you. Just walking it for a second. And then we're gonna go ahead and drop our knees down, sit onto our feet and come into a child's pose. Or we'll rest for a few seconds and enjoy, regulate your breath, do your thing. Let me figure out what I'm doing next. While here, if you want, you can roll your forehead, give yourself a little forehead massage on the floor. Kind of nice. Go ahead and take a couple more breaths here, and then we're going to come back out of it and do the next thing. Okay, on your next inhale, go ahead and come up. We're going to come to a tabletop position. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, tabletop here. And we're gonna go through some cat-cow breaths. So as we inhale, dropping our belly low, looking up to the sky, cow pose. Exhale, tucking your tail under, really pushing all the way up through the spine, into the shoulders, dropping the neck down, cat pose. Again, inhale, rolling through that back, all the way down, letting it go. Inhaling for your cow. Exhaling, rolling under, rolling in, cat. We're gonna do 3 more of these at your own pace, moving with your own breath as you inhale and exhale. Go ahead and take 1 more wherever you're at, inhaling, dropping the belly low, exhaling, moving through that cat, like an angry cat or a happy Halloween cat, whatever you choose, and we'll meet back in the tabletop position. From here, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So we're going to come up onto our knees, we're gonna drop our hands onto our ankles and try to look up. This is a camel pose. So wherever you're at here, if you can't quite reach your ankles, bending your back, try to sink a little bit lower into it first, and then push away from there. And we'll hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Sinking lower, coming into a seated position on our feet. Feels good. Cool. Take a second here, maybe do a little twisting on each side. Hand behind your back, give a little extra pressure. Hold it, twist it, bop it, twist it, flick it. Sorry. Not cool. Anyway, get a couple twists in here. And then we're gonna go through another vinyasa and do some standing sequence things now. So come back into a high plank pose here. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling over your toes, downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, step or jump to the front of your mat. Come up into a half or a flat back. Exhale, full forward fold. And then on our inhale, rise. Come all of the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're standing. Cool potato chips. Sweet. You wanted to do this. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some side stretching. So go ahead and inhale. Hands over your head. We're gonna, you can't see it, but I'm interlocking my thumbs, something like that. And then on our exhale, leaning to one side. We'll hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switching, whatever thumb was on top, switch it. And then as you exhale, coming down, or bending to the other side and holding for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, exhale, rain your hands down. Maybe shake it out. Feel what feels good. We're gonna do it 1 more time, shorter this time, but I don't feel like we stretch our side bodies enough. So we're gonna do that. Also, it makes us better climbers. Fun fact. So inhale, hands overhead, interlacing your thumbs. Exhale, pushing with your hip to really lean to one side and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back through center. Cross your thumbs the other direction and exhale to the other side for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale back through center. Exhale, hands by your sides. And so where we're standing here, we're gonna start by swinging our left foot back, turning our toes so that they're facing the same direction. And we're going to bump our hips to the left side, drop our right hands down. It can come on your knee, leg, ground, wherever you're at. We're just gonna open our hips, shoulders, twist, open our shoulders for our side triangle, words. And gaze towards the raised hand, yeah. And we're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, we're gonna come through your center. As you exhale, bumping your hips to the right side this time, dropping our left hands down wherever they're at. And inhale, opening up the chest again, not just trying to reach as far down as we can, but opening the chest. And we're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back through center. Now we're going to turn just our left foot towards the back of our mat, bending our knee down. And this time we're going to either place our elbows on our side, come into a side angle here, or if you want, you can drop your hand all the way down to the floor. Again, side angle. And we're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Also, it's called extended something. Extended side angle, not just side angle. Turn the left toes in, right toes out, and I do the same thing on the other side. So bending our right knee, bring our right hand either on top of our knee or on the floor, opening up left hand, raised, opening the chest and holding for 5, for 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way up through center, turning our right toes back in. So we're facing the side of our mat, I don't know, feet facing the same direction. And we're going to do some wide leg forward folding sequencing, yes. So we're gonna start by exhale, your hands on your waist, inhale, open up your chest, really bringing your shoulder blades together, opening the chest, exhale, forward fold. You can let your hands come to the floor, hold you there, try to bring yourself a little bit closer, and we'll hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. From here, I want you to walk your hands back a little bit, bringing your shoulders, helping your arms, bringing you closer to the ground. That's what we're doing. We're gonna hold it for 5, hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Go ahead and walk your hands back out. Still bending forward here. We're gonna take our elbows and ragdoll a little bit. So holding our elbows, swinging from side to side. I like to swing all the way out, letting my elbows touch my legs. Feels pretty good. And we'll hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Go ahead and exhale, your hands on your waist. Inhale, slowly rise back up. And then as we exhale, we can step back to the front of our mat. Take a little shake out here, letting the blood return all the way back through our bodies. Looking at what's next. Cool potato chips. I say that, it's a thing. It's not a thing, but it should be. So as we're standing now at the front of our mats, we're gonna do some standing twisting. So taking your right hand against your left shoulder, left hand run back, twist, and then opposite left hand on right shoulder and twist. And we're gonna do 10 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And one more, because that makes it even for me. That's how that worked. Cool. Next we're gonna do a little bit of balancing. I like balancing. I think that's a good thing to do. So first, take and just plant your feet. I like mine a little bit more than together, but not quite hip width apart. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, but wherever you're at, you can have hip width, feet right next to each other, whatever, doesn't matter. But really ground yourself through your feet and feel the four corners of your feet rooting you deep. I like to pick up my toes pick up your toes helps me to find those corners for where I want to stabilize. And then I drop my toes back down, really center here. And then what's next is we're going to shift a little bit onto our left foot. We're going to take our right foot as far up as you can. So you can bring it with your ankle on your leg, or if you can get all the way up there, ankle resting at your hip. And from here, we're going to do a forward fold. So bending your left leg, exhaling, coming down nice and slow into a forward fold on our left leg. We're going to hold this for 5. We're going to hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly just lift your head. And then as you exhale, bending your knee, inhaling to come all the way back up. Exhale, release your leg down. And we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So again, take a second, find your center, get rooted and stabilized. And on your inhale, bringing your left leg, this time, ankle up wherever you're at, if this is it. Fantastic. If you can go all the way, also cool. Do your thing. And then as we exhale, bending our right knee first, forward folding over our right leg. And once you get down a little further, you can try to straighten your leg. Don't go all the way. We don't want to lock up here, but just a little bit, and we'll hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly look up. Exhale, bend, and inhale, come all the way up, and release. Whoosh, love it. We've got a little bit more balance stretching things we're gonna do. So first we're going to inhale, arms up over our heads, nice and slow, until our hands meet in the center. This time as we exhale, we're going to dive down, trying to move just one vertebrae at a time. Real slow here, rounding through the shoulders and the back until we come nice and low. Maybe take your elbows here, do a little ragdoll, bending your knees. Be uncomfortable here for a second. And then we're going to come up, inhale, chair pose. And from our chair pose, we're going to cross our right leg over left, twisting it around, right arm over left arm, twisting it around, eagle pose. If you can get your toes all the way tucked behind your leg, do it. If you can't, you can have them help stabilize wherever you're at, but we're gonna hold eagle for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale to slowly unravel all of the way. Now we're gonna do it for the other side. So, going to inhale, hands overhead. Same thing as we exhale, swan diving down. Slowly, slowly, one little vertebrae at a time. Holding your elbows, bending your knees. Getting a little bit of ragdoll here. Like finding some release in the back. Side to side. After this one, we're going to go ahead and inhale, come into our chair pose here. Again, in chair pose, you don't want your butt tipped back, but you want it tucked under, booty under, not out. That's what we want. And this time we're going to take, and we're going to swivel. We're going to be on our right leg, so taking our left foot, left leg over the right leg, twisting it around, left arm over the right arm, eagle pose. And we're going to hold it for 5, for 4, hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly unravel, come up, unravel, Take a second, shake it out, feeling good. I find I'm maybe better at balancing here, or not. Don't judge me, or do, I don't really care. We're at the tops of our mats now, and we're going to move through just a few more things. It's how we do it, it's yoga. So we're going to inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, full forward fold all the way down. Inhale, rise to a halfway flat back. As we exhale, planting our hands, stepping or jumping our feet back. Slow, lower down. And then chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And our upward facing dog, we're gonna hold this for 5 seconds. So really releasing into it, arms straight, legs not necessarily touching the mat if you can do it. We'll hold it for 3 more, for 2, and 1. Exhale, rolling over your toes, coming into a downward facing dog. We're gonna hold it for 5 breaths. Again, your own breaths, really making it. You can push your tailbone up and back, sink into your shoulders here, bend your knees. Make it your down dog. This is your time. And we're just gonna hold it. With some nice deep breaths. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. Deep inhale, all the way in. Exhale, all the way out. 1 more. On your next inhale, we're going to look forward, jump or step to the front of our mats, and this time sitting back onto our butts. And we're gonna do a little bit of sitting twisting. So we're gonna start with left leg out in front of us, right leg crossing over the left, taking our left elbow on the outside of our right knee, right arm behind our back, and twist. In this position, if you can keep your back straight, so as you inhale, try to straighten and flatten your back, and as you exhale, looking further behind you to deepen the twist. And we're gonna hold this for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly inhale, look forward, exhale, release. We're gonna do the same thing with our left foot, crossing over the right leg, taking your left hand behind us, right arm, right elbow outside of the left knee. So many sides. And again, inhale to straighten, flatten our back, and exhale to look behind, deepen the stretch. We're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. As you inhale, look forward, exhale, release. Next, we're gonna come into another seated pose here. If you'd like, you can do it just at a simple cross-leg position, or if you wanna try the next level thing, that would be our cow face. So that's where one knee is down in front of your body, opposite knee, you only have 2. The knees are stacked on top of each other, sitting cross-legged. It's essentially the pose, it's called cow face. And we're gonna be here, and then we're going to, whatever leg is crossed over the top, you're gonna take that correlating hand, cross it over your shoulder, and the other hand back, and you're going to try to reach and touch in the middle. And we're gonna hold here for 5, gonna hold it for 4, hold it for 3, hold it for 2, and 1. Exhale to release. And we're going to switch whatever leg is on top. Even if you were just in a simple cross leg, again, switch what knee is on top. It's gonna feel funky, but it's gonna feel good. And we're gonna do the same thing. Whatever leg is on top, mine is my left. That arm goes over the shoulder, opposite hand around back. Try to meet in the middle. If you can't, that's okay. And we're gonna hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale to release and unwind. We're gonna come into a butterfly position again. So we did some hip closures. We're gonna open them up just a little bit. So here in our butterfly position, you can flap your wings if you want. It helps you settle into the position, really open the hips for a second. We're gonna be here and we're gonna inhale, flatten our back, sit up nice and straight, and then exhale into a little forward fold over our legs. Doesn't matter how close you get to the ground, just make sure that you're keeping your back flat as you go. So you can be here, you can keep your hands by your feet, you can extend them out in front of you, whatever is more comfortable. We're just gonna hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, hold it for 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. And this time we're gonna do another forwarding fold. This time we're going to focus on rolling our back and really releasing tension here. So rolling one vertebrae at a time, all the way down, tucking your chin into your chest, rolling into yourself, trying to bring your head closer to your toes if you can. Wherever you're at, we're just gonna hold it for 5, hold it for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming out of it. Awesome. We can extend our legs out in front of us. We're gonna do a little bit on our backs and then rest of the Savasana. So legs out in front of you, you can come onto your back here. And I like to bring my knees into my chest, and we're just gonna do some rolling over vertically, rolling over our backs, giving our spine a good massage, that's the word. And up and down. Do this for a little bit. I like to try to see if I can balance on my feet on the way up. Feel free to do the same or not, it's up to you. We'll go ahead and take 3 more rolls here. 2, and 1. Up, awesome. Go ahead and rest back onto your backs here. And then we're gonna come into a child's pose, not child's pose, happy baby, happy children, before they're old enough. Anyway, you're gonna take the outsides of your feet, keeping your elbows inside your knees, opening up the hips, and then swaying from side to side. Happy baby. I think babies do this when they're happy, is what they say. I do this when I'm happy. Just go side to side. I'm getting a back massage this way. Feels pretty good. Ooh, love it. And then you can go ahead and exhale, release your legs, send them down in front of you, sending them out wide. We're gonna come into a Savasana. So here, I like to take my feet as wide as my mat. You might not be able to see it, but feet as wide as my mat. And I go through an inventory and relax every part of my body. So starting with my ankles, my quads, my knees, my hips. My hips, I like to try to sit and relax, rolling them under to release some tension on my lower back here. And holding, palms facing up, relaxing my breathing, my shoulders. Again, finding where's a comfortable position for them. Neck, face, mind, closing my eyes. And we're gonna be here for about 5-ish minutes. So find a comfortable spot and hunker down. You can go ahead and start bringing awareness back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe moving your head from side to side. We can go ahead and take a nice inhale, extending our arms overhead, pointing our toes down. Ooh, big good morning stretch. Ooh. Exhale, rolling onto our right sides, using your right arm as a pillow. Take a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, go ahead and rise back up, coming back into a nice comfortable seated position. And I like to end with just a little bit of mindfulness. So I'll bring my hands to my heart, close my eyes, and think a little bit about the day, where you've been, where you're going. Even if you're just at your house, think of the things that you've been able to do, the things that you're still going to do. And just take a moment and thank yourself for doing something good and productive for you. Just take a moment, think about it. And I would just like to thank you for coming to my class and end with a namaste. I hope y'all are enjoying our online yoga as we provide this. Maybe I'll be less awkward in future videos. We'll see. Stay tuned. Live good and happy lives.